Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Midweek Technical Analysis. We're going to jump straight into it. It's going to be a brief one tonight. We're moving right along quite nicely according to the beginning of the week analysis. Let me give a quick disclaimer as always. This is not financial advice. Anything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. I repeat, this is in no way financial advice. Any and everything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. Cool beans? Cool beans. All right. Looking back at Monday night, I told you guys exactly what I was expecting out of the dollar index, right? Looking at the dollar, I told you guys that I wanted to see us stay below the daily fair value gap, right? This blue shaded area, right? And I told you guys that I did not want to see us break and close above that shaded area, that daily fair value gap. Specifically, I didn't want to see us break above or close above the consequent encroachment of that daily fair value gap, right? The midpoint of that fair value gap, right? And I told you that I would prefer to see us respect the bottom level of that daily fair value gap because that would be twice as bearish to the downside, right? If we are indeed targeting this liquidity here at this swing low, right? So I told you guys that that's what I was going to be monitoring up into about the midpoint of the week, right? Today is Wednesday. It's the midpoint of the week, and prices right exactly where I wanted it to be. So now I'm expecting tomorrow and Friday to be bearish days. And I would like to see us run this swing low first, of course, because it's the first swing low on the way down. And then I would like to see us run this swing low here with these very fairly even equal lows that we see here. You see how these lows here are fairly equal, right? Right? I would like to see us reach down for those lows to close the week. Cool bean? Cool bean. So like I said, we're moving along quite nicely according to the beginning of the week analysis. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at our currency pairs that we monitor, right? Same thing. I told you guys that I would be expecting price to pull down into this fair value gap in this imbalance here, right? Up into the midpoint of the week. And then I would like to see us respect that fair value gap, right? So now what I'm expecting out of Euro USD to close the week is to reach for this buy side liquidity at this swing, right? The exact opposite of DXY, right? Because we know that our currencies that we monitor inversely correlates with the dollar, meaning that they move in the opposite direction. So cool beans, cool beans. So if I did trade Euro USD, I would be looking to enter my long position from where price is currently at, targeting this swing high, right? Your stop loss would have to be to your um risk management rules. Mine is no more than 2%. So I would have to execute my trade according to my 2% risk management rule. So whatever yours is, that's what your risk management would be on this execution, and this would be my TP. Cool beans, cool beans. Um, we're basically going to have the same thing across currencies. Same thing for the pound. I would like to see us long from here, targeting this swing high. Easy peasy, right? And looking at NZD USD, Same exact thing. I would like to see us long from what price currently at as soon as my chart catches up with my um 1 second, guys. Internet is acting a little finicky right now. All right, so NQ, same thing with NQ. Now NQ, we could dip down into this a little bit one more time, dip down into this order block, right? Dip down to the retest this high, right? Which is that order block, and target this swing high, this swing high, right? And see, you got a fair value you got right above this swing high. So for USD, that's anywhere from 80 to 105 pips, which is really good pips for one trading day. So all my currency traders out there, I hope you have a buffet. Make sure you keep a risk management in place just in case you're on the same side of the market as I am and you're gonna execute these loans that I analyzed tonight. Make sure you keep proper risk management in place just in case my analysis and your analysis is wrong. Because we could always be wrong. So with that being said, last but not least, let's jump into these futures. I told you guys Monday night we was here, price at close, here for Monday's trading day, right? So Monday night we was opening up on this counter. I told you guys that being that price did not pull back down into Friday's discount PD arrays like I would have liked to see, I told you that it was more than likely we was gonna go ahead and run straight up into these PD arrays. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the tape. It's right there. It's right there. So I told you guys that I wanted to see price more than likely. We should see price run up into these premium PD arrays, and then we will see how price reacted to those levels. Well, you see, we are up into those. We ran up into those PD arrays, right? Price ran up to that 79% PD array, that the highest PD array between the two, right? The upper PD array level, should I say, and respected it. Came back down and closed below the lower PD array level, right? And today we did not get back above it. So that leads me to believe that Thursday being the reversal day that it is, that tomorrow we may see price come all the way back down and give us the retest of Friday's discount PD array that I was looking for Monday. Or we could just come down into this um breaker block right here, right? From this I'm sorry, not breaker block, order block, guys. Forgive me. Order block right here. This candle's high, this bearish candle high right here, right? Or open, since it doesn't really have a wick on it, right? Open. All right, this candle's open. We could just see price come back down to that candle's open, which is um this red line that I have here, right? Because if you look at this candle's open, it's 5,000 5100 I'm sorry. Yeah, 5,148.50. 5148.50, right? That's the open That's the open of this down candle, right? And if you look at this red line, that's the same price, 51.48, right? So that's where I'm looking at price. I want to see price come back down to. That's where I'm interested in executing my long from. Now, if price blows through that, then I will take another long from this PD array level here and maybe add another position here if we come down to the lower PD array level of these two PD arrays, and my stop loss would be below the low of this candle, right? And I would exit back out once we got back up to these PD arrays, right? So for ES, that's about 65 handles or 263 ticks. So that's how I'm looking at ES, right? That's what I see for ES, and that's what I'm expecting to play out for ES, right? Now, if we don't break, if we don't push back below this low of today's candle, and we just aggressively blow through these PD arrays, then I will use these PD arrays once price come back and retest as my entry levels to long up to the weekly buy side liquidity. Cool beans, cool beans. And pretty much the same thing for um NQ. I told you guys on Monday night that we had already pushed through NQ PD array levels as opposed to ES um that hadn't reached its PD array levels yet. We had already pushed through the PD array levels on NQ. And so I told you guys I expected us to pull back down into those PD array levels in the discount array levels of Monday's candle and see how price reacts to that. As you can see, we came back down into it, respected it, closed above it. So I do expect us to push higher, right? I do expect us to go ahead and push higher. However, we could see with high impacting news tomorrow, price wick down to this order block. I don't have it marked like I had it marked on ES, but right there, right. See it wick down in there and then snap back up to the upside. So that's what I'm expecting out of NQ and out of the future markets going forward for the rest of the week. And let's see how the week plays out. But up to this point, everything is playing out according to Monday night's analysis. So, with that being said, that's going to conclude tonight's class. As always, if these classes, these analyses are adding any value to you guys' life, your trading journey, please feel free to like, share, and most of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It really helps out a lot. Um, and if you're interested in joining my private Telegram group, please go to precisionpipsllc.com and sign up for the silver pack. With that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys coming out, tuning in, getting this knowledge and empowering yourselves. Let your family and friends know you love them while they still here, please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know.